credit belongs to the man who is actually injury, whose face is marred by dust and sweat. I didn't get the link. It doesn't belong to the man that just pointing out where we're struggling. The credit belongs to the man that's doing the work. Everybody, Mr. Joseph Smith is doing the work.
One, two, three. Oh! SO7, right? LV, how y'all feeling? Y'all feeling good? Kenya, you know you gotta come get your thing, man. Come get your thing, man. You already know the deal. You already know the deal, Kenya. Top recruiter in the base shop so far this month. Hope y'all doing well. Appreciate the opportunity to come and train. Appreciate SOS. Appreciate Chris and Vicina Hart. You guys already know a little bit about me. I did my story, but we're about to go to the slides here. If I click next, cool. So we're talking about big event here. And you already heard Tariq say it. Have you not been to a big event? Cool. I've been to many big events. And there's 5 different phases that I went through in different events. Some of you may resonate with some of these here. But if you see, that's me right there, Mr. Businessman _ connect with me on the gram. But I go through 5 different phases while being in this business. And it's phase number 1. Being with my back against the wall. It's my first event here. They always tell me, whatever you do, when you come to a big event, don't go to a big event alone. I'm like, Lord, I gotta find somebody to go to a big event. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me figure it out. Okay, cool, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, wait a minute. My sister lives out here. Let me call her to come to a big event. It's me and my sister. That's the first person who ever inspired me on a stage at all. Some of you may know him, some of you may not know. That's Alejandro Aguilar. Alejandro spoke on stage, and I promise you this. I didn't know what in the world was going on, but if I was on his team, I would have followed him to the moon. Because with the inspiration, how he spoke with passion, I just wanted to be there. Phase 2. Sitting in the back of the row. So my back's on the wall. Anybody ever been to their first big event? You on the wall like arms crossed, sitting in the far, far back. Okay, cool, what's going on here? Then eventually you start sitting in the back rows. This quote is the craziest thing is this. Life was life in this event. And it says, you have to go through the darkest places in your life to find true colors. You know the craziest thing? What's right next to it? My name. I'm like, whoa, I'm going through it in business. I'm about 5 seconds from walking away from this game. Sitting in the back row. And I'm watching everybody on stage speak, and I'm just looking at the stage, and I'm like, man, I was looking for something to say, Joe, you might just need to stay one more BOM, one more big event. Boom, my name hits. I look up like, oh, you can't tell me God in that room. You can't. Phase 3, sitting in the middle of the row. So I'm in the back row, touching the wall, like back on the wall, like, yeah, this sounds good, looking at everything. Then you get to the back of the seats of the row. Then you start to perform a little bit. You start doing some things. You get a little bit of momentum. You start to get better. Now you're sitting in the middle of the row. Now your team's starting to grow a little bit. So you go from the back of the row, which you're back on the wall, you go to the back of the row, the middle of the row, and then eventually at some point in time, phase 4, you're sitting in the front. And you know the craziest thing is this? You start sitting in the front of the row. Now what's happening? Leaders board, showing some results. Building a name for yourself. You start fixing your identity. You start fixing your mindset. Y'all think I did that man in the mirror because I was just playing around? No, at some point in time in this business, you are going to have a deep conversation with yourself, because if you don't, you will be in the same position that you were next year, the next year after that. Imagine going 365 days, being in the same position, didn't increase ring, didn't get a watch, same promotion, no team size, nothing's happening, in the same business, you keep showing up to be BOMs. You keep showing up for a reason, but why do you keep showing up? So you go from the back on the wall to sitting in the back row to performing a little bit to building a team to now being in the little, you in the front row, like you so close. I had to look at the screen because the stage was over there. It's like, dang, I still gotta look at the screen. Like I'm still in the front. And then boom. Stage 5, you start speaking on stage. And you say one day, I'm going to speak on stage. One day you in the back of the row looking at everybody speak on stage. I remember when Okafor brought his mom on stage. Mom, I'm going to take care of you. I'm in there like, dang, this is freaking crazy. One day, I'm going to bring my mom on stage. Bet. Let me figure out how I'm going to do it. A lot of y'all know my story. There was a point in time where I was at a fast-star school. There was an after party and an MMA all the exact same weekend of my mother's graduation. She's graduating from Boise State University. I'm like, Ma, you about to graduate on this Saturday? Like, not this Saturday. Not this one, no. No, it's this Saturday. It's this Saturday, you sure? Let me check the calendar. Like, no, son, it's this Saturday. Okay. Ma, I love you. But unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to make it. And you know how hard that is for me to say, because she came to my graduation when I graduated from the University of Utah. Drove out there, came to my graduation, and I'm looking like, oh my God, I feel like the worst son in my entire life. And she is a Virgo to the heart of it. She let me remember every single month. And I'm like, okay, bet. And I felt like a terrible son. I'm at big event, I'm at the MMA, I'm getting recognized for this, but my mom's getting recognized for that. And I'm like, I feel terrible. I say, you know what? What is going to graduation? You want to get recognized, speak on stage for your accomplishment and what you did here in front of all these strangers. Why not your son go hard, get better, increase his identity, increase his mindset, go speak on stage, bring my mom on stage and say, hey, I want everybody to please congratulate my mom. She graduated from Boise State University, and I brought her some flowers on stage. If you won't do this, you better do this. You better perform. Because again, we talk about Damon Doss. You don't have the conviction in this game. The people around you will never have conviction either. I have the conviction to say, I will bring you on stage and do the same thing that stage did for you. Then I go and speak on stage. I said, man, that was 5 minutes though, so I had to hurry up. I was like, okay, I got 5 minutes. Let me hurry do my little 3-minute speech. Let me give her the flowers. Had to get off. Then I said, you know what? One day, I'm going to put some slides up on the stage. I'm tired of coming on the stage for 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. One day, I need 10 minutes. Boom. January, speak on stage for 10 minutes. Going from the back of the row, back seat, middle of the row, front of the row, 2-minute speaker, 3-minute speaker, 10. Now I need to speak on the greatest stage that PHP offers. Then the craziest thing is, on top of that, I'm at the MD meeting speaking. I'm like, whoa, I never spoke at an MD meeting. That's the craziest thing. MD meeting gets kicked off. They started off. And the first speaker is Joseph Smith. Like, dang, I'm kicking it off. Like the very first one. Yeah, Joe, you're kicking it off. You see the suit start to get a little bit better though. First big event. Suit was it was heavy. I didn't even know it had to be fitted. And this suit a little bit fitted. Then you meet Tom Dent. Me and Tom Dent were talking. He was telling me about some crazy things that happened at his house. Something happened with his gutter. He was like, yeah, I got to get my gutters fixed. The tree fell on the thing. I was like, dang, that's going to cost a lot. He said, yeah, that's what he's taking care of. I was like, oh, Lord, I got to make some money. Took care of it just like that while being out at the event. Then Chris is speaking on stage. You know Chris, he pouring vision into you, making you feel like you can take over the world. I'm over looking at him like, Chris, you have no idea You have no idea. Then the team starts to grow. Then you get better. Then I even train at the actual PC meeting. I'm like, what? Many times on PC meeting, I'm sitting there. Didn't get to speak on stage. Now I'm training on stage and do some call outs. I didn't forget that call out. I know that at that time, me and a particular person were close. Now we're going hard. At some point in time, you start speaking on stage. And then culture starts to create. I ran to my car to go get that thing. I brought it for Kenyon so we can create culture. Top ego, anybody top recruiter in the base shop gets to wear that for the week, but you can get your chain snatched real quick. Culture starts to build. Team starts to grow. Having a good time bowling. Team identity increasing. Graduates. People growing. Chance happening. And then current MDs start to pop out. We got Maynard Campbell just crossed over MD, watch earner, about 30K from MD. We got Revelation Kyle Oli, 100K ring gunner, 2 MDs. Then we got the next MDs coming up, Devontae Spartans. He's in fast-star school right now, made $11,000 last month. We got Keziah Jernigan, first CFT in LV. We got Montel Millis. He has 4 people here so far right now in fast-star school, 3 people graduating. He said, I'm going to be a dog in this industry. Bet, let's see. We got Kenyon Pressgraves coming in right now, doing his thing. He's the next MDs coming up to get structure for MD. That's my time, y'all. Appreciate y'all.